In this video, we are going to see an introduction to the confidence interval. This is just an introduction to confidence interval. What is an estimation? Estimation has got two things. We can say an estimation as a point estimation, or it can be an interval estimation. For example, if I am talking about the age of a person, I can predict that the age of that person is exactly 28. That is a point estimation. So I may say that the age of that person may be between 25 to 30. So I am estimating with an interval 25 to 30. I don't have an exact value. I'm saying that the age may be between 25 to 30. So that will be an interval estimation. The process of making inference from a sample about an unknown population parameter is also known as an estimation, because in statistics, we are trying to find the unknown parameter population value using the values of the small sample we have collected. That process is also called an estimation or inference. A confidence interval uses sample data to estimate the unknown population parameter with an indication of how accurate the estimation is and how confident we are that the result is true. So in fact, the confidence interval uses sample data to estimate the unknown population parameter, and it has two main things. That is, it indicates how accurate the estimation is, and second, how confident we are that the result is true. We use confidence interval for the population parameter. For example, we may be 99% confident that mu lies in the interval 12.3 to 15.5. So here we are trying to find an interval estimation for the population parameter mu. So mu is the population parameter. We can find the confidence interval for the population parameter. We can also, we may say that 90%, we are 90% confident that sigma lies in the interval 2.8 to 3.2. So in this case, this sigma is the population standard deviation. So both this mu and sigma are the population parameters. So only for the parameters you can find the confidence interval. We don't find the confidence interval for x bar or Sx, because Sx and x bar, these are all the sample statistic. So we never do this for a sample statistic. We do not find this for a sample statistic. We find only for a parameter. So when we see the confidence level, it is a success rate of the method that produces the interval. A 95% confidence interval means, in the long run, 95% of the intervals will contain the true value of the population parameter. A 99% interval will be wider than a 90% interval, and a 95% interval will be wider than a 90% interval. So there is a connection between the level C of the confidence level we pick and the width of the interval. Any confidence interval has two parts. They are an interval calculated from the data and also a confidence level C. Say for example, 95% is the confidence level. 2.8, the interval 2.8, 7.3, that will be the interval calculated from the data. So the interval often has the form an estimation plus or minus margin of error. For example, when I talk about the age of a person, I said the age may be in the interval between 25 to 30. So I can say it is 28 plus or minus 2, or 28.5 plus or minus 2, something like that. So that 28 will be my estimation, plus or minus 2 will be on either side of those two. So a point estimation is a single number, whereas in a confidence interval, we always have a lower limit and an upper limit, and the center point will be the single point of estimation. So there is a width for the confidence interval. So point estimation is just a single value, whereas the confidence interval is an interval with a lower limit and an upper limit. So always, whenever we find a confidence interval, whether we are trying to find the confidence interval for the population mean, or confidence interval for the population standard deviation, or the confidence interval for the population proportion, it will be in the form estimation plus or minus margin of error. Whatever we estimate, plus or minus margin of error. So in this video, we just saw an introduction for the confidence interval. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening.